I cannot believe it. The 2K community is finally coming together and speaking out about the biggest issue on NBA 2K26. As well as, I think there was a secret patch that we're going to talk about. But look, today's video is another very serious one where I'm losing out on money, not doing a sponsor. So just please drop a like for me and let's get right into it, all right? While you guys are listening, in the background, you're watching a Veteran 3 pull up on me twice on my new 6'11" that I made for 5v5. And then you got some other filler gameplay as well with that beautiful sunset in the background. So anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a warm up. All right, so WAF6 made this tweet and it has 729,000 views when I took the screenshot. And he said, a lot of people ask me how I average 40 a game on my 5'9" build. The truth is you only need one move. What move is that? What move do you guys think that he is doing out here? Let's roll it and I'll be right back.
Hey, let's count. Let's count. Let's see, can I do it backcourt? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right to the fucking paint. Oh my gosh, bro. Yo, I gotta clip that.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that's pretty bad. And I took this screenshot from one of the comments I wanted to show you guys where this guy said, I keep telling y'all patch 2.0 was the best patch. It lasted only 2 days. The cheesers cried, then 2K reverted all the defensive changes. Now look what we've got. Full court hezzy all the way to the cup, LOL. So you guys know we're currently on like patch 2.1. 2.0 was when you couldn't dribble near someone, you couldn't do an escape through someone's body, and then Mike Wang changed it after that week where we had like 3 patches in 1 week. Well, there's a lot of people that still to this day are saying that was the best 2K they've played in a long time, and yet they only got to play it for 2 days. So speaking of patches, I'm really confused. We talked about in the last video where I live reacted to the new season, aka season 3, that 2K didn't drop a patch. I really thought we were going to get at least one more before they head on over to 2K27, and that's pretty much it. No, apparently the game is done on season 2. Now I told you guys in the video, maybe, just maybe, it's because it was the week of Thanksgiving, right? The season came out on Friday, people were visiting their families, I'm sure 2K employees were off, but we're probably going to get one next week. No, it's Tuesday now, and we still haven't gotten any word of a new patch, so this might be it for the rest of the game. Now, again, I want to tell you guys before we get further, I like playing 5v5 2K26 basketball. 2v2, we came in here, we went like 15-0 in Sunset. I'm not going to play a lot of 2v2. Park is a lot of cheaters, and 2v2, it's just the sliders in Rec and Park are way too easy for me to like have fun because it's too easy, if that makes sense. Now, I still like Rec because it's 5v5, but I like the Pro-Am better because it's a higher difficulty. All right, so I just wanted to get that out real quick, that I'm still having fun playing the game. That doesn't mean there's a lot of issues going on inside the game, around the community. Gameplay, for example, every single night I have to see people get blocked and it counts as a foul. Sometimes it's so bad, it's so obvious that the game even counts it on the box score as a miss, and yet it's a shooting foul. The dunk meter, the logic on that. I mean, we could go on and on, right? There's a few gameplay issues that I really thought 2K was going to address, but it seems like they aren't, and I'm very confused by that. But look, we really need to talk about the biggest issue where the 2K community is coming together about, and let's just get into it right after this comment that I wanted to show you guys where this guy said, YouTube unsubscribed me from you. What the F is that about? I've seen that like 10 times in the last week, so just make sure you guys check real quick. But look, let's get into it because I have not seen the 2K community come together and look at the views on all of these tweets, or most of these tweets where I have it screenshotted, okay? You've seen that WAF6 one had like 700,000. A lot of stuff is going viral in the 2K community, and actually for good reason after that first clip that I showed you guys. So Lamonza said this right here. Park is ran by Zins. That's crazy, especially on tubes. The entire 2K community, like creators and streamers and everything that really need to be using their voice, has been using it recently, at least for cheaters. All right. So Koza, he said this, and he has 388,000 views on this tweet. This is the first year I'm 100% shouting we need to ban these cheaters now. Like, as a casual, previous years, I really didn't run into many at all. But this year, I mean, it's so common to find people zinning in casual Park. LMAO, it used to be just Stage and Pro-Am. Now these cheaters are everywhere. Park? Come on, guys. I've seen more cheaters this month than I've ever experienced in all the previous 2Ks combined, and most of them don't care to show it. A lot of them are known cheaters, or some are on accounts with Zin in their name. Something needs done. I can't express this enough. And it's a guy who's shooting 96% from 3. He's also in the top 10. He is now a Legend 5. And of course, he's in the OVO crew. You know, the one that 2K gave a fucking banner to after season 1. They propped him up and said congrats on being a cheating dweeb. Yeah, they did that. That's a real thing, if you guys don't remember. But anyway, look, this is what Solo said right here. They cheat in Park, Stage, Pro-Am, Theater, Starting 5, Events, My Team, Level, Leaderboards. Please do something. 259,000 likes. Please do something. 2K. Thank you, Solo. Thank you guys for saying something. I've been saying this since early 2K24, how bad it is and how bad it's going to get. And I predicted every single... Don't tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, guys. I predicted all of this. I said if 2K is not banning cheaters early and often and consistent, it's going to make it even worse. Because why would they not cheat? Why would they not cheat if there's no repercussions? You see what I'm saying? You basically have to post yourself using a Zin to get banned. They don't do anything. It's bad. Now look, this is what Splash Edition said, a former 2K League player, and he's also won the $250,000 My Team tournament. He said, gentlemen, I'm putting my Pro-Am team at a disadvantage by not cheating. Now, I've been playing some Pro-Am, if you guys have been watching the videos, and that's what I actually enjoy playing it, guys. Like, I'm having fun playing the game because I finally have a set squad, well, kind of set squad, and we're playing competitive 2K. I don't know how many people we're playing that are cheating. Like, I'm sure we have played a decent amount of cheaters in our 100 to 150 games of Pro-Am we've played since like around the start of last season. I've made enough VC to literally make this build that you guys are watching for free, because I'm getting, if I have player of the game and I have good stats, I get like 2,500 VC, which is insane. But it's bad. Like the experience is fun, but I was gonna save this for after we really talk about all the cheaters. But I got to show it now because there's going to be people that click off. And there's going to be people that comment because they got TikTok brains and they can't finish watching a video. So I'm just going to put it now because I think it's very important to see how another company, a AAA game company, whatever you want to call it, studio, handles cheaters on their game. All right, this is from Battlefield 6 Anti-Cheat Update Season 1. You can go find this on Twitter. You can go read this entire book that they posted, but I'm just going to show you 3 pictures of them talking about what they're doing to combat cheating. It says right here, over the launch weekend, EA Javelin, which is their anti-cheat, prevented more than 367,000 cheat attempts. Less than during comparable open beta weekends, but in line with the current number of cheat developers we are tracking, this has grown to 2.39 million cheat attempts blocked to date. They're posting about this. 2K doesn't post about this, okay? They made one post last year in the middle of the game. It was like March, saying that they were, combating cheating and banning people that were using auto green devices 6 months after the game was out. And I told you guys that if they don't ban people early in 2K26, that confirms everything that I thought they were, which was waiting to ban them until 6 months into the game. That way they've already spent a lot of their money. Now, you guys see I'm playing a Basketball Gods winner or Poseidon or whatever, and we played a Veteran 3 as well. Who knows if these guys are cheating? A few of them were probably cheating, right? But let's just keep going further, okay? Because it just gets better or makes 2K look worse, whichever one. It says right here, we are presently aware of and have multiple detections for 190 cheat-related programs, hardware, vendors, resellers, and their communities. Since launch, 183 of them, 96%, have announced feature failures, detection notices, downtime, and or taken their cheats offline entirely. While there are still clips circulating of cheaters, blah, blah, blah. Guys, Fortnite literally, quite literally, sued people that were cheating. They made them in their lawsuit. I don't know how they did it, whatever it was. They made people apologize publicly for cheating. Got their money back. Some of them won tournaments. They got their money back. Look, and then here's the last one I want to show you guys. In the war against cheating, we're just getting started. Here's what's coming next. I mean, they're calling it a war. Meanwhile, 2K is giving people fucking banners. And then saying, hey, you know what? Cash out. You had a guy play 4,000 games on your account, and the guy was zinning, and it was proven that he was using a Titan. We're just going to take your level away. We're not going to ban you. And by the way, guess what they did? Guess what they did, guys? On the same day he got passed, that's when they did the ban wave. They haven't done one since then, okay? It's just they had to have their poster boy be the first fucking legend. It's disgusting. And again, I don't care about cash out. I don't care. It could be Billy Bob 37 that was the first legend. I don't even know who cash out is. I barely ever talked to him. It's 2K. They don't have any principle. They don't have any fucking backbone. It's disgusting. Okay? This is what Fab said right here. All right, 467,000 views. Cheating is a huge issue in 2K26. Most people don't realize they have defense scripts that mirror the offensive player's movement and jumps exactly when you shoot the ball. Not only do they have a scoring advantage, but they will also get more stops than you because the only way to get stops is by jumping. They auto jump on you. Just wild to see. And it's just so sad to me that people actually give 2K an excuse. Look at all these companies. Look at what they do to cheaters. And by the way, these guys dashboarded that we beat. I didn't even know people were still closing app for their records and stuff. That's insane. But look, you see Joe Knows. He made a tweet and he said, they got defensive Zins too? Lame ass dudes on this game, man. 357,000 views. I mean, 2K is getting blasted online. This does not look good for them that everyone's talking about this. So they have a defensive Zin now, guys. I've not personally seen this myself, but OFAB, who was a former 2K League player, was the first one to tell us this year about people that were zinning on the game and how they were using the it was like 93 overall or 94 overall is where you can get a 3-point icon next to their name. And when that icon disappears at the very end of your shot, that's how the cheating device, whatever it is, can register that that's when you need to release the shot. So that's what it was doing. But apparently now there's works around that as well. So you don't have to be under 94 overall to cheat anymore. I mean, it's bad, okay? But look, this is what Fab said. If you spam hop jumper cancels, it makes the cheaters jump nonstop. They can easily turn off the feature the next possession though. So spam hop jumper cancels if you suspect anyone of using a defensive script. Now, right after that, people started going, okay, if I think someone's cheating, I'm going to spam some hop jumpers. And, well, this is what it looks like, guys. This is what it looks like. He thought he was cheating. Every time he does a hop, his game is registering, hey, you need to jump, you need to jump. And that's what his Zin is doing. And I guess it plays defense for you. I don't even know how that's possible, but these cheaters are getting insane. It really is. So let's just show a devil's advocate here. And it's bad. It's bad. But let's just show Power's tweet where he was getting destroyed on Twitter. He said, I don't want to hear cheating complaints after everyone begged for no RNG. This was always the outcome and we knew it. The community chose a system that would boost cheaters so they could shoot better, thinking it would affect them, and now they're getting what they asked for. Now look, if Power wasn't literally a Harvard student, I would have to question his brain and thought process on this, but I'm just going to chalk it up to a very bad take and give you what I said. All right, I replied and I said, completely disagree. People cheated last year with RNG on steroids. This is the multi-billion annually earning company's fault, not the community's, minus the bad apples. I don't know what sort of amnesia the 2K community has hit their head on some sort. I don't know. They fell off a tree, or I don't know what happened. But I've seen a few people, just like Power, say, you guys wanted no RNG and now people are cheating. Are we just completely forgetting that people just cheated? Guys, this game's only been out for 3 months. 3 months ago, people were cheating on 2K25. They were LTing, they were zinning on that game. All right? This guy said, RNG isn't the issue. 2K is not enforcing their own TOS. Season 1, we watched a crew notorious for cheating get rewarded for being the top crew. Every other major game has a ban system that detects most third-party devices. 2K doesn't care because the cheating doesn't affect their money. It's sad. And look, Joe Knows even replied and said they were cheating last year too. And then he said, but he said, I get that. But also, no RNG gives you a better chance to beat them if we're being honest. At the end of the day, 2K has to find a way to police this more quickly and efficiently. Yes, they do. They do. So guys, I don't know, man. I really don't know. The last thing I do want to talk about, though, is I actually forgot to talk about the secret patch that I think 2K did. You guys let me know. I mean, you see I just faded away a 3 right there, but that was with heat check. When I went out into the park and I was like 15-0 in the sunset, which was better than last season, and we went like 20-4 or something like that when the season came out. Lost to like 2 cheaters, but still 20-4. Anyway, I hit every single fadeaway 3 I took. I don't know if they patched, if they made fadeaway 3s better. I also seen people say that gameplay felt a little slower, but I can tell you for sure, like, I don't think I missed a single fadeaway 3. Not one. And I'm not saying I took like 3 a game or something, but I took like 1 on average a game, sometimes with heat check, sometimes with sharp take, but it just felt very smooth. It felt like it was going in. You guys let me know, but man, I just wanted to tell you guys how bad the cheating is and show you. Anyway, y'all, thank you for getting this far into the video. Drop a like if you haven't yet, and I'm out of here. Leave your responses down below, please.